Is it coming now? Can anybody hear me? I had to... Okay, hold on. I'm back, but you guys let me know if you can hear me now. Alright, okay, I think we are back to normal now, guys. Sorry about all the stress and confusion, I apologize. It is very frustrating for me as well. Okay, great. So now we are back to business, I guess. Let's just get into the cockpit and start doing what we're supposed to be doing. So a little bit of information on the flight today. We will be doing a VOR to VOR flight, and I posted the VOR stations and the frequencies to the description for you guys to see. I hope. Okay, yeah, Magazening Captain, by the way, give me a sec. And I have seen that donation. I appreciate it a lot. You are so generous. So let's go through here, and I'm gonna update the stream labels and play that one more time. Okay, so I will see it here. Okay, there you go. Let's play this one more time. And Magazening Captain, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. What I was doing, yes. Let me get my little nav map opened, because my flight plan is there. This time not using Navigraph, we will look at the charts for the ILS, and I apologize, I downloaded the livery, an old Norwegian airline livery, or and I forgot to pick that, so we are in Swiss Air colors, Magazening Captain, instead of Norway. So my apologies on that. Alright, let's start with the automated flight engineer, and while he's doing the checks, I can now relax a little bit and talk to you guys a little bit. So background story about the PC being Koshik VRU using USA East server.
Completed. Voice recorder. Tested. Oil coolers.
I'm gonna look around to see if I can spot any of you guys. And Magazine, and I apologize, I think this is because of the lag, the ping is probably higher. You can't see me. Well, I mean, I can't see anyone either. So I'm not sure. I am here, but let's give it a minute. Maybe it's just a lag and we will start to see each other like last time. Not sure how the entire thing is set up in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so therefore I'm not sure what is going on. But let's jump into the cockpit and let's just start.
Propellers. Forward and 3.
Okay, he is still going through the checklist. Falcon Lover, welcome. How are you, my friend?
Before start checks complete.
We haven't missed anything. Unfortunately, we had a lot of issues during the start of the stream with the streaming software and everything. Yeah, that's maybe something I didn't do. Let's do this, guys, just to be on the safe side. Let's go back to main menu. And then let's start the flight. And for today we are having all kinds of issues, so let's do this again. Okay, I don't have any problems with coming back and loading again. Flight conditions, all players, that was my issue. Okay, thanks Megazen and Captain for reminding me that, and I think we should be okay now. Let's load in and see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I try to respond to all the comments in the channel as much as I can when I have time, because I like to communicate with you guys, so, and thank you for that as well. Alright, we are back. Let's see who is here, who is not, and if we can see anybody. Do I have the name tags on? I think I turned them on, but I'm not sure if they are really on. Traffic nameplates on. Yeah. So hopefully we'll start to see you guys. Am I on top of you? Alright, sorry about that, and looks like we are missing the jetways now. It was there just a second ago, I swear. So I'm not sure where that jetway went. See that? Okay, so Koshik is the SAS. And did you guys catch something? It's displaying the correct liveries for people. I was fiddling with the traffic matching and looks like it's working to some extent. Anyway, I'm going to come down here again. So this time I'm not gonna bother with opening the doors and everything. Oh, Moto 45. That should play just now. Okay. Oh, further away from the planes. Let's go and just get back and see the nameplates if we can. Oh, there we go. And that is the name donation from my generous friend, other generous friend, Moto 45. Thank you very much. Okay, we have Mega Zenin Captain, we have Steep Emperor, and Mega Zenin Captain and I am on top of each other. Do you want me to change the gate, Mega Zenin Captain? Alright, we'll start with the checks again.
Cockpit pre-flight.
And let this guy finish the checks. Did I see these? Alright, so I'm not sure what you meant with that, Moto 45. These? Read the message. Yeah, did you see these? DEAS? I'm gonna search for that, because I'm not, forgive my ignorance. These, okay. Oh guys, you are embarrassing me here. Okay, I'm going to jump into the cockpit. We are already late, so let's start with this and we'll start the engines.
Belts and pedals.
Yeah, I know Koshik, but well, I'm just taking my time because we had a lot of stress at the beginning of the stream. We didn't do everything, we didn't catch, and
Forward and 3.
I lost the streaming software a couple times, so we will be on our way
Full start checks
shortly.
complete. Start engines.
Okay, we are ready to start the engines, but before doing so, guys, I'm gonna set a couple things up, okay? So first up, let's just set the cockpit temperature to 70 degrees. And then we will be flying at 13,000 feet according to SimBrief. So I'm gonna set the cabin pressure. I'm not sure how long the flight will take, Koshik, and not worried about that so much. And then the other thing I like to do is set the radios, guys. So let's get here, scroll in a little bit, and I'm gonna check the frequencies. first frequency for the VOR we are going to travel is Bravo November November at 115.3. So we will 115.3 comes here, and then we will plug in the next one as the standby, which is 11735. So 11735 as the standby, and then we will do the opposite here to have this as a backup. 117.35 is the active, and then 115.3 is the standby. Okay, so that's our frequency set, and we are ready to start the engines, guys. All right, let's get the engines started. And Magazining Captain, thanks again for that 30 Norwegian crowns. Modo 45, thanks for 10 Canadian dollars in total. And Magazining Captain, thanks for the other 100 Norwegian crowns as well. Appreciate you guys' support. Alright, ready to start the engines. We will go, boost pump is on, so we are ready to start. Push the starters. He's counting the blades.
6, 9,
We turn the magnetos to on.
12,
12. Start the engines. And give it some wow by adding some fuel. So that's a successful engine start. There you see she is spinning. Alright, get back. Engine number 4, boost pump number 4 is on now. And we are ready to start engine number 4.
3, 6, 9,
9, magnetos to on.
12,
12, hit the starters and give her some love by feeding her. And that is the engine number 4 started to run. This is a very nice plane, Magazining Captain. I like DC-6, it's a lot of fun. I know, I apologize, I downloaded a livery but forgot to pull it, and with the problems I started to have, I just didn't want to go close the sim and reopen and load that livery. I know I should have picked a Norwegian or Norway livery or Norway airline livery, which I planned for but forgot, so I apologize, I owe you one. Alright, so engine 4 is good, so engine number 2, boost pump 2 is on, and then hit the starters.
3, 6, 9,
9, magnetos to on.
12,
12, hit the starters and give her some fuel. That is engine number 2, having a good start here. And Koshik, you'll probably be going to be faster than I am with an A320. So, and boost pump 1, engine selector to 1, and we are waiting for these two switches to reset. Oh, magnetos can stay like that, and hit the starters.
3, 6, 9,
9,
12,
hit the starters, and I hear the engine kicking and the body of the aircraft shaking, so we'll just cut the throttles to idle now and wait for the engines to stabilize and oil to warm up. Alright, so let's go to the engine instruments and do a check to make sure they started nice. We have oil pressure, this one is a little bit low, but as the engines warm up it will come back. Oil temperature is low because we are not at the desired RPM. We can increase the RPM just a tiny bit to help with the oil pressure and oil temperature. It should go away when we get close to 1000 RPM, where it starts to read. As you see now, the oil pressure is there and our engines should be healthy. After start checks, what we do, we just go to the overhead, and maybe this will make it a little bit better view for you guys, we will go and turn the booster pumps off because we don't need them right now. We'll switch to plain battery, and that gets rid of the external power. And what else? I think that's about it as far as I remember. The rest is call flaps and everything which our automated flight engineer can do.
Off and off. Battery switch. Plain battery. Generators and inverters.
Oh, really?
Checked and on.
A lot of old planes in ENVA today. That could have been fun.
Ground power. Removed. After start checks complete.
Okay, after start checks are complete, our takeoff runway today is going to be runway 27 out of ENVA. And that runway, I believe, let's take a look at how we are going to taxi to the runway. 75th year anniversary, is that the anniversary of the airport or anniversary of the city? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's not the city though. Okay, 27 is this end of the runway, guys. So what we will do is we'll push the tail to the right and then take this taxiway into runway 27. Okay? Oh, the club. Okay, I see now. I see now. I see now. Alright. Everything is set. Our altimeters are also set. The plane is looking okay. We'll go idle. Oh, the flight club. I understand that now, Magazine Captain. Let's do this though. Let's open our window. And the engine sounds will change as we open the window. We can hide the tablet for now. And I wish I had the track AR, but I don't like to use it. It crashes the sim. Yep, the sim models it differently. I know Moto 45, not sure why, but I agree with you. The oil pressure would be high because it's more, or it's less fluid when it's cold, and as it gets warmed it becomes more fluid and the pressure will drop. But well, that's me thinking. Okay, the pushback. So we are not going to use a pushback tug, and I said we will push the tail to the right. So that is our reverse lever. So we are going to remove the ground equipment. Everything looks like is removed, so we're good to push back. What we do is engage the reversers, get rid of the parking brake, and then start reversing with the engine power. How nice is that? Yeah, Magazine Captain, I can. We are with the new graphics. Okay, so we are backing up with the engine power, which is quite nice. And keep going. Wrong direction. Okay, there we go. It's better. Yeah, it's science, Moto 45, I agree. It should be like that, but not sure why it is different. So I'm gonna wait until we pass this line and then push to the right, I said, right? Yeah. This plane doesn't like to. Ah, spooky. Are you in the CJ4 over South America? Oh, that's also nice, what? Oh, I don't want to go forward, plane. Stop teasing me. I want to push back. And as I pull to the idle, the reverser automatically disengages, and that's what's happening. Let's check. Yep, that's cool. We should start moving backwards again. It was moving just fine, and then... oh, the CRJ, okay. Now we stopped moving, so, okay, let's do this, guys. Let's move forward and push the nose to the left while going forward. She should start moving now. Okay, that's better. And I will take that taxiway. I hope, I'm assuming you guys will be following. So, Megazenin Captain, your C25C, which I assume is the CRJ, no, it's not CRJ, CJ4, is probably a Boeing or an Airbus, as far as I can tell. Let's ask the engineer to do the pre-flight, or before takeoff, checks, and we will take this taxiway into the runway.
Fuel selector and crossfeed. INTEX and crossfeed off. Autopilot and carbine.
By the way, the course for our first VOR station is,
Down, forward,
let me see,
checked. Okay.
11. So we need to adjust the course. That's 011 degrees. And that is our course indicator right here. Or course deviation indicator rather. So that looks like 10 and that looks like 11 to me. Doesn't need to be perfectly on the spot.
Closed and on. Controls.
Yeah, that's okay, Spooky. We will look for you.
Released. Free.
No worries.
Potato.
Look at that.
On. Mixture and calflaps. Region locked. Set. Transponder. On. Landing lights.
Looks like our 4 flight checks are complete.
Extended and on. Before takeoff checks complete.
Let's get to the runway. I am kind of slowly taxiing to give the flight engineer enough time to finish the checks. But looks like we are good now, so we can now taxi a little bit faster. We will keep this at the engine stress visualizer just to maintain healthy engines. And Koshik, yeah, I am taxiing. This is not an A320, man. This is a propeller aircraft. Like, what is this? Sorry, but like I'm trying and you're rushing it. If you have something to attend, or if you don't have enough time to finish the stream, I mean, that's up to you, man. Yeah, it would be nice, like Moto 45, flying this bird back in the day. Yeah, this is an old airplane, Koshik. I can go faster, this much faster. This is not a jet, so it will take time to turn this baby around and line up and, you know, take off. So be patient with me, okay? Alright, everybody ready? Lined up nicely. Yep, that's okay. We will get there, Koshik, no worries. Just be patient with me a little bit, okay? Alright. What's our weight? So we are less than 87,000, so it means we can just do a dry takeoff. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna stabilize the engines at 30 inches manifold pressure, and then when the engines are stable, he will go full power. There you hear it. And by the way, I need to close the window, guys.
30 inches, stabilized. Tail flaps. Tail flaps.
Yeah, the yoke is awesome.
Full power, please. Going full power.
Going full power. This window is closed, right? Yeah, it is closed. And now we are almost at full power.
Full power set.
Let go of the brakes. And she should now start running. Alright. Airspeed is live, passing 80 knots, and we will rotate, and at about 110, 1.5, let's stay on the center line of the runway and rotate. There we go. Nice and easy though. This doesn't rotate like a jet.
Auxiliary, gear up.
Okay.
Gear selected up.
So we will maintain the runway heading, follow the indicator to make sure.
Lights out. Flaps up.
And beautiful takeoff.
Flaps going up.
Flaps are going up. Airspeed is increasing, so we will trim the aircraft. I'm not sure why we are drifting to the left, so do we have a crosswind component or something? We will correct that.
P2
Oh
power.
yeah, the wing is dropping to the right, so
48 inches, 2600 RPM.
he's setting the MITO power. Let's turn on the DME and see if we can pick up the signal after a while. So we are climbing,
P2 power set.
and I'm trying to maintain 1500 climb rate. And I think we need to make that right turn towards our destination, because as far as I can tell, it's towards the right. And I'm gonna see if there is like rudder trim or anything set.
Takeoff checklist, please.
Alright, nice and easy, don't bang too much.
Takeoff checks complete.
After takeoff checks are also complete, now what we can do is we can get down here, turn the gyro pilot, not an autopilot, and engage, and then the autopilot will take control, maintain the pitch, and climb us to the altitude we want. But this is a little bit high pitch, so I will drop the nose down and maintain somewhere around 1000 feet per minute. Let's take a look outside. Oh, reset camera position. Everybody is looking like they are on the way and will be joining us. And you guys have faster planes, so this guy doesn't go fast. You should be able to catch me very quickly. Oh, there you guys are. Still on the runway. Let's see. So let's check the heading. Let me just navigate first and be a pilot, and then we will discuss the other stuff. Okay, we are roughly traveling towards 10 degrees heading, which tells me that it's at the correct, but I'm not picking any signal from any of the VORs. So let's take a look. 115.3. That's what I'm seeing, but looks like it is not picking up the signal. And that is what ENVA VOR. Okay, maybe because of the altitude and the distance we are not picking the signal. Oh, we started to pick the signal, as you see. See that, guys? That is the VOR signal, that is the course. We are slightly to the left, so what we can do to fix is we can go to the localizer mode, and then the aircraft will follow the course and the localizer signal. And we can enjoy look to the outside. Is the sim sound too high? Should I drop the sound of the sim, or can you guys hear me well enough? I feel like it's too loud. Let me drop that just a tiny bit, so that it's not over my voice too much. Okay, we have Bera back there. Where are the rest of you guys? Yep, this is what it is, Moto 45. That is the gyro pilot. You can't see me, Koshik. Probably you passed me, and I am behind because I'm a slow plane, remember? Yep, I can't see you guys either. Let's take a look to the other side too. But I'm not able to see any of you. So it will come back. It will come back. We are passing just 7,500 now. So, oh, I saw someone over there. Yep, that's there. Steep Emperor. I see you. You are ahead of me. You will win the race today. But when we get to cruise, we should see some improvement on the speed. Right now, even with this, it's a little bit slow climb. Maybe we should aim for 1,000, not 1,500, and it will give us some more airspeed and get back to 160s. Oh, the sim crashed. Oh no, Megazen and Captain, that's so bad. I'm sorry. We'll wait for you. Look how Steep Emperor is jumping in front of my windscreen. He is like bing, 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 and that's probably the server lag. Where was he? Yep, see that? He is like a grasshopper because of the server lag. He is just jumping, jumping, jumping. Oh, Megaden, I see you again. So you are at the airport. You'll catch up to me. Just use a faster plane. I hope the simulator is not too loud for you guys liking. I dropped the volume a little bit just to help with that. But look at that. We get in there and make sure we are following the route. Looks like we are. It's trying to get back on course and following the ILS, not ILS, the VOR signal. I keep mixing terms up. The sim sound is correct, so it's okay. It's not too loud, I assume. That's what I get from you, Koshik. Okay, sounds fine. That's good to know. Alrighty, we are on course, looks like. We are traveling towards the VOR station. Everything looks okay, and we are just enjoying the views, guys. That's what this is about. Alright, that's good to know, Moto 45. As you see, everybody is behind us, coming, but you guys will pass me. This plane is not passed, I'm telling you. And it's okay if you do. Passing almost 11,000 now. QNH. Well, good question. Let me tell you the QNH at ENVA that is displaying. Hold on. Weather. Okay, QNH is 1026 at ENVA, Echo November Victor, our departure airport. The QNH is 1026. And Koshik, you can hit the B key. How fast am I flying? Not too fast, Megazenon. 140 indicated airspeed. So at cruise it will go up to 200 knots at most. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, so passing 12,000 we should start thinking about pitching the nose down and easing the climb and shallowing the climb rate so that the aircraft doesn't bounce when we get to the cruise altitude. So I'll start dropping or pitching the nose down to drop the climb rate. Okay, the QNH is 1016 as far as I can tell. That's what it shows, and I see it there too. Give me a second, I will show it to you. Alright, pitch the nose down more, close to 0. And this gyropilot has an altitude hold function which will hold the altitude, and this is a mechanical box. There are no electronics in it. It's fascinating to see that there is something that can do the autopilot's job like the ones in the normal modern airplanes with mechanical connections. Alright, coming to 13,000, let's hold it there. So the aircraft will now try to hold that. We will bounce just a little bit and then we will start picking up speed. So what we need to do is bring our artificial flight engineer. I'll tell him that we need to do the cruise.
Setting cruise power.
He is now setting the cruise power. Yeah, Megazenon Captain, you will catch up to me with King Air, no issues. There is Megazenon. There is Koshik. And Megazenon, we are up to almost 200 knots indicated airspeed, and I'll tell you the ground speed from the DME equipment right here. 224 knots ground speed. Cruise checks are complete. QNH is displaying 1026, which is correct. And we are about the transition altitude. We should switch to the local pressure setting. But, well, we'll leave it like this. No worries. We can go down to 1013 as the standard pressure setting. But it's also okay like this as well. I'm not worried too much about the altimeter reading. Oh, we are almost where your parents live. Let me look down. So, and let me bring up the map. I'd like to learn where they live. That's us. There are a couple more people at ENVA. The questions for the flight today. I was hoping that Reece will join us and give us some... Oh, I'm sorry, not Reece. Reece picked the aircraft. Last stream it was Danny who picked the destination. I'm not sure if he is with us today. If he is not here, I will just do it myself and find some questions for the next stream and the destination. Let me move the camera to a better viewing position. and let me start thinking about questions. The questions will be about our destination, so if you need to Google it, just Google it. That's what I'm going to do. He's at a birthday party. Okay, I didn't see it, so my apologies to Danny, as I didn't catch him joining and saying, yep. He wished us a good flight, and I missed that because I was dealing with the streaming software. Yeah, Googling is cheating, so we'll see who is going to answer the question. I found an interesting question, so I found one interesting question, and I'm looking for the second one. Okay, let me see what else I can point for the questions. This is going to be a little bit tricky to word this question without giving the tips. You're never ready for the questions? Oh, don't say that. I'm gonna start typing. I'm not going to bother with Nightbot, okay? Because he didn't do a good job in the last streams. So, and I need to take a look at our distance to the VOR so that we can make sure we are doing it right. So 77 miles to the first VOR station, which is fine. Nah, not you. You're not Magazine Captain, and you have the best chance to answer this questions, right? Because you are living in Norway. Yeah, I'm still mad at myself by not picking that Norwegian livery. It would have been very nice, but that's okay. Okay, the first question. Do you guys want me to ask the first one and do the second one when we are close to the destination? Okay, so this is going to be, so what you guys want to do, with who answers this question correctly, does that person gets to choose the aircraft or the destination, whichever it is going to be. All decisions are on you, all bets are open. Destination says Magazine and Captain. Anyone else? let's just vote this. So 1 for destination from Megazenin Captain. Okay, destination 2, that's Modo 45. Destination is the winning bet, looks like. Who else? Do we have anyone else that wants to say? This is going to be a weird, not tricky, but the wording is a little bit weird. So I will just give you, okay, destination. So destination it is, guys, and the question will be coming shortly. So let me give you a upfront tip. The city center of Tromsø, I believe that's how it's pronounced. That O is pronounced as O. Tromsø contains the highest number of something, okay, and that is what the question is. The city center of Tromsø contains the highest number of what in the entire Norway? No answers yet? Pigeons? I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure. They have pigeons, but I'm not sure if that's the highest number in Norway. Churches? No, Megazenin Captain. So let me give you guys a tip. Just hold on for a second. So think about the architecture and what European countries have in common. Nope, not statues, not fish, not the Northern Lights. Northern Lights, I have a question about the Northern Lights too. I might ask that one. That was an interesting one too. Not the monuments, Modo 45. Think a little bit inside the box, I would say. Not bridges, not fountains. John, welcome to the stream, by the way. Think about the architecture. What makes the most of the city in terms of architectural structures? Rain, snow. Nope, I'm saying architectural structure. Pubs? Yeah, is that the most in the cities? Like everywhere has pubs? That's the architectural structure. Megazenin Captain, wooden houses. Koshik, wood house. That's the correct answer. Yes. Tromsø contains the highest number of old wooden houses in northern Norway. The oldest house dating from 1789. Yes, it's wooden houses. And congrats to Megazenin Captain. And an applause. Yep, you were getting very close, Modo 45. And I'm curious about that idea of yours in terms of the destination. Let's take a look outside and see who is where. So Vera 78, Megazenin Captain, and we have Steep Emperor right here, just passing him in this SAS livery. Yep, Megazenin Captain answered correctly as the first person. He said wooden houses. Koshik was the second. Oh, looks like Magazening Captain is onto something, asking Modo45 what was his idea. Yeah, Modo45, I do too. I never imagined Europe has a lot of wooden houses, but they do. Scotland, wow. Yeah, I think that is doable, right? When we land, we are very close to UK. We need to cross the sea, the Arctic Circle. Yeah, maybe we can travel above the Arctic Circle. Oh no, not the Arctic Circle. We have to travel back to the UK and Scotland, if I'm not mistaken. Current TAS. Well, I have the speed as 244 knots, Koshik. I think you are trying to match my speed, as far as I can tell, and that's why you are asking. And we forgot to set the transponder code. Let's do that. Yep, we are almost above the Arctic Circle. Let's go back and take a look. Maybe just go up a little bit. Oh wow. There is the... Are we there yet? Let's pull the map. Just a little bit more, I guess, to the Arctic Circle. Yeah, I'm fine with that, guys. Okay, let's do that. Magazening Captain. So we are going to where? Aberdeen or Glasgow? Aberdeen or Glasgow? Woo! Yeah, we can go some... I mean, I'm not from the US. I was born and raised in Turkey. But living in the US for the last 6 years now. Okay, Magazening Captain. You are going to select Aberdeen or Glasgow. Glasgow? I'm fine with whatever you choose. I need to check the destination from ENVA to Glasgow. I think that is going to be a long flight, maybe this time using a jet or something. We'll see who picks the aircraft, or who is going to pick the aircraft. Just keep that in mind, because I think we will be traveling back to Glasgow. It's just... yeah. Oh, you're originally Dutch? So you are from Netherlands originally, but moved to Norway when you were 3. Still doing 244. Yeah, I agree, Scotland is beautiful. Me and my wife drove to the North Cape 8 years ago. 3-day drive from ENVA to the north? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of driving. Yep, Koshik, I see you are trying to get into formation. Right there. So 277 knots, I'm pretty sure you will just catch up to me shortly. There you guys are. Beautiful. Beautiful. So the rest is just getting to the destination, right? How much distance we have from to the next VOR station? 24 miles. Yeah, why not? We can do a touch and go. If the sim behaves, last time we did a touch and go with the TBM, you know what happened, right? I mean, we can try again though, that's for sure. Without turning the engines off, maybe just touch down and take off from the same runway and then just get back on our way. Should we get some lighting into the cockpit? There is an easier way to do it. Red lights, maybe? It's not an emergency, but... Yep, I need to update Nightbot, good reminder. I'll do it just now. Sorry. Let's take a look at the commands and then edit this. Okay, should be alright. Here in a little bit I will fix it. Just typing my specs to Nightbot. I think this should do. Let's see how it looks like on the stream. Let's see here. Is it going to do it? Sometimes the commands doesn't work, I don't know why. Okay, there it is. By the way, I wasn't able to get my RAMs to 3200 MHz. Even if I played with the timings, it didn't like it, so I am running them at 3000 MHz instead of 3200. Why this wheel is always making this to me? There we go. That's better. And 10 miles away from our VOR station, so let's see here. We need to do some stuff before we reach to that, because the course is different. So the next course is going to be 208. And to do that we need to switch away from the localizer, come down here and adjust our course to, what did I say, 22. So that is 15, that looks like 20, 21, 22. That's the course adjusted, and we will travel away from that VOR for a little bit until we pick up the signal from the second one. This needle should start moving as long as we have the signal from the next station. But it's 200 miles away, so I'm not expecting to receive any signal for at least another 100 miles. And when we pass over the station, you will see this needle moving to the backwards, and we will lose the signal momentarily, and it will come back and the arrow will point down, which tells us that we are traveling away from the VOR. And this indication over here, which looks like an up arrow, will become a down arrow, telling us that we are tracking away from that VOR station. And we will stay on the course of 22 away from that VOR, tracking the signal backwards somehow, or sort of. Where are you guys at? You guys are there. Steep Emperor is just passing. And are you guys following the heading, or are you just on heading mode, or do you have a flight plan to follow me? Which I'm curious to learn which is easier for you, like following me with a set heading. If that's the case, our next heading will be 22 or close to 22022. About to pass over that VOR, I assume 2.4 miles, as you see here. 3, and the signal will just flip around. The needle will just start bouncing. How it is to fly with the 3070? Oh, day and night difference in terms of thermals and the visual quality and everything, and the reflections and such. And I haven't tried with other games. Okay, you fly heading mode. So the next heading, Magazening Captain, will be 022, or if you want to track a VOR station using your nav radios, it is going to be 117.35. I'm sorry, 115.30. We will be following that VOR station on a course of 022, tracking away from the VOR, which we started to see, as you see here. So let me make the change before it's too late, but I'm gonna show you. That arrow points backwards, the needle is backwards, that tells us that we are now tracking away. You go to the localizer mode, and then the aircraft will adjust to the new course. Yeah, the graphics this time, it is great. I don't remember seeing the reflections on the body of the aircraft, on the fuselage, like this before with the old one. Look at that. And even if I get like super close, look at that quality. Yeah, I couldn't be happier. Plus the good thing about that is I undervolted the GPU. So which means I am running with less volts without losing any performance. So it means I think they are designed to work below the given voltage as a manufacturing process, but they just put a safe ballpark into the chip to make sure it's going to run. So I undervolted almost 0.125 volts. From 1 volt I am down to 0.875 volts, and the card is performing same, but the thermals improved like 13 degrees Celsius. Okay, everybody is here still. Steep Emperor is passing and coming back. There he is, trying to get back information, I guess. Let's take a photo, shall we? Let me find a good angle to capture everybody. let's say the distance. Okay, we already traveled 12 miles away from that station. Yep, we do. Even the ground textures look great, and I think that's because I was able to increase the load all the way to 200. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys with this view, and I'm gonna go and get a bottle of water to drink. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I am back. This room gets quite hot with the heat generated by the computer. So I needed a bottle of water from the fridge. I agree with you, Megazeni Captain. 30 series cars are overvolted. Out of the factory, you need to undervolt them to keep the thermals and same performance. I'm not gonna overclock this one because MSFS doesn't like overclocked GPUs. The CPU is overclocked a little bit to 4.8 GHz. The boost clock is 4.6, so 200 MHz over the stock. And I'm happy with the setup now. It's okay. It's good. It's unfortunate that I just damaged the motherboard, the old one. Now I have a spare i5 9600K processor sitting in my drawer, waiting for me to find them old on eBay to put it back together for the kids so that they leave me alone when playing Fortnite. Oh, Moto 45, it's too hot here. Today forecast shows 101 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's close to 36, 37 I assume, so degrees Celsius. But yes, the summer is ending. After the stream I have to mow the grass and it's quite hot outside, so I'll be sweating to death. Yeah, I never interested in Fortnite, I don't know. I'm still thinking about maybe just finding another game that everybody likes to start doing videos and maybe live streaming, and when we are not feeling like we should be on Microsoft Flight Simulator, we can just join together by using a different game. And I just made that poll. But everybody wants to stay on MSFS, and I understand that. But I'm still thinking about the American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator, because I have both. Yeah, I wasn't that lucky, Moto 45. It rained for the last couple days and I wasn't able to mow, and the grass is tall now, so probably I have to bag it. You haven't seen the poll, it's in the channel Magazine Captain under the community tab. No, I'm not gonna stop MSFS, it's going to be side by side, Koshik. I'm not going to stop making videos with MSFS, but if I'm making one for MSFS, I will make another one for the other game. Yeah, thank you, thanks Magazine Captain. You guys are awesome. Let's check inside and see how much distance we traveled from the VOR station. Looks like we traveled 37 miles almost, and we are dead on the localizer, following the correct course, traveling to our next one, which is, I still don't see the signal. 117.35 is the localizer, or not localizer, I keep saying localizer, VOR frequency. It's tuned to our second nav radio. As soon as we start to get the signal, it should start moving this needle over here. And on the other hand, when I switch, I don't see anything on the DME. Yeah, driving a truck sounds fun, and they have this multiplayer convoys, as I mentioned before. We can give it a try together. Or maybe instead of making just standalone videos, we can just do live streams with the new game for a little bit, and the videos will be about the mods and other stuff, instead of traveling from A to B in a truck. I find it a little bit not convenient, or a little bit dumb, to be honest, to sit down and watch someone driving a truck and carrying or hauling something from A to B. TAS is 250 knots, Koshik. I think we are halfway through almost. So we should think about the descent, and when we should start descending, that is the question. Maybe it is too early now, but I'd like to think about it sooner than later. So after the second VOR, we had a 53 miles to another VOR station, and another 30 miles. I'm sorry, 38 miles to the destination. So that's 91 miles after the last after the VOR station that we are traveling to right now. So 91 miles and the altitude we need to descend. I haven't checked Navigraph for that, so let me do that and see our localizer frequency. I think I posted that there, but just wanted to make sure. We are landing to runway 36, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I posted. Is that right? Let me double check that. Yep, that is right. 36, and the 36 chart, let me pull the chart real quick, guys, or let me do it here so that you guys can see along with me. And this happens every time. Not sure why, but this happens all the time. Alright, let's unload this flight and then search for our destination airport, Tromsø, and approach ILS localizer runway 36. That is the chart. We need to get down to 5,000, so that's 8,000 difference. The localizer frequency is 1109, approach course is 003. So that means 8,000 miles times 5, that is 8,000 feet times 5, that's 40,000. So we need to start our descent 40 miles before, and I would like to add a 20-mile buffer, so that's 60 miles before the destination we are going to start descending to 5,000. That is our plan. Yep, we will do our second question when we get to the VOR station that we are traveling to right now, and I will ask the question and then we'll take it from there, which I need to get back to the board where I had the question open. Okay, I'm gonna copy this question and I will ask it when we are there. So it is going to be a fun one too. Let's jump outside and see where everybody's at. Still following along very nicely, guys. Steve Emperor is falling behind and passing ahead. He's having his fun. Mega Zenin and Bera is behind me. Mega Zenin is actually closer now. Yeah, we have quite decent cloud coverage, but still can see the ground, which is nice. Alright, I'm gonna, after the stream, I'll mow the grass and I'll just fine tune the settings of the OBS to make sure next stream we don't run into the same issues. Is that mountain peaks or summit we are seeing through the clouds over there? Looks like it, right? These are the mountain tops that are poking through the clouds. Very nice. Hickory nut. There is someone else joining us with a DC-6. Still no signal from the station. We are still tracking the old one away. I hope the signal stays with us until we start picking the signal from the other one, otherwise we need to switch and do the heading mode, sort of. Follow our current heading. In the altitude very nicely. I like this aircraft a lot, I do. It's been a while since I flew with this, so we'll see how the landing performance will be. Oh, these nuts. Okay, now I understand your question, Model 45. Sorry, forgive my ignorance. That was me being silly and didn't catch the question on time. But yep, Hickory Nuts is with us. Yeah, very nice, very nice. How much time we passed since we started? So it looks like an hour 20 minutes since we started the stream. So we'll probably have another hour to go. My airspeed is 251 knots, Mega Zenin. 251 knots and 18 minutes to the destination. 18 minutes since we passed that VOR station, I believe. 18 minutes has passed. Still no signal from the second one. We should probably receive that signal shortly. Yep, at about 100 miles I'm expecting to see the signal from the next station. Oh, there's another person here. Okie Will. Probably at an airport, I assume. There you are. Everybody is right next to us. Nice flying, guys. Nice flying. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Are you guys experiencing any stutters or anything like that in the video? Like jumping or anything like that? Because this is giving me some skipped frames under the stats, but I'm not sure if it's affecting you guys on the other end of the stream. Yeah, 45, maybe a show from Netflix or something. Okay, that's good to know. I hope this is not trying to record the stream at the same time. That would be bad for my hard drive because it's gonna take a lot of space. Nope, it's not recording. That's good to know. Oh, that's great. Much better than my last setup. I like that. I'll take it. Yeah, it's much more smooth on my experience as well, except the issues we experienced at the beginning of the stream with the OBS. So I'll sort those out for the next stream, and I hope we will have a better stream. But I don't know if YouTube lets you to stream at 1440p. That is the question that I need to find the answer for. Because if that is possible, I'd like to stream at 1440p next time. Yeah, I have a guitar too, but right now I can't play because I jammed my right hand middle finger. So it's not healed yet, it's getting there, but still not looking good. The doctor said I need to keep this under a splint for another 3-4 weeks. Very nice. Let's see here, almost 90 miles traveled away from the VOR station. Yeah, it's been a while, Moto 45, and he said you just jammed it pretty hard and pretty bad, so you need to let some time, give it some time for it to heal. And that's why I wasn't able to ride my motorcycle. Although last weekend, because the computer decided to die on me, or I damaged the motherboard and pushed the stream to this week, we went to a 300-mile ride with friends. I was able to ride the bike with that finger. Something passed through us. Was that the steep emperor? No? I see a flash of light for a split second. Look at those mountains. Oh, Mega Zenith, was that you who passed through me? Yep, when you work on your own engines, those engines have sharp edges. That's completely understandable. It was a good time. It was a good time, and at the end we witnessed an accident. A guy who was trying to make a left turn signaled, and the one coming behind didn't see him on the state road, ended up rear-ending him and throwing him all the way into the woods, like 50 foot or something, 50 feet, or maybe more than that. He was down into the woods. We had to administer first aid to the two people in the car. Yep, this is a beautiful view. And looks like the sun started to set, so we might be landing in night time, which might be a little bit more challenging this time. So I don't see the sun. It's behind those clouds. Yep, it is there. That's the sun, and looks like it's setting right now, giving us these nice colors on the clouds. Yeah, Motor 45, they were okay. We called 911 and they were very fast to arrive to the scene. One of them was bleeding from forehead, so we helped with stopping the bleeding. The other one was an elderly gentleman who was having problems with breathing. I'm assuming either he hit his chest to the dashboard or something, so we helped him to relax and do not move, and then the EMTs, the 911, the ambulance and the EMTs took care of the rest. Alright, let's see if we started to pick up the signal. Yes, we did. Look at that. We have the signal from the next VOR station, right about 100 miles. I was right. So we will switch the sources this time and switch to the localizer we had set. We need to set the other one, but first let's go to the localizer mode and let the plane track the signal. Let's see if it will change anything if we do this. It shouldn't, or maybe it should, because it looks like we drifted off course just a little bit when tracking away from that VOR, so it should all settle itself. The next frequency is 114.20. So 114.20, and then we'll do the opposite here. 4.20 as the active and the current one as the passive frequency. It should now set everything back to normal and the aircraft should get back on course. I like VOR flying, by the way. It's a lot of fun rather than waiting for the autopilot to do stuff. So as you see, it's trying to get back on course by traveling towards right, and the needle started moving closer to the center. So as it gets closer, that tells us that we are on course when it's at the center, and the aircraft will make a left turn to match it when we are there, and it should happen or might happen anytime now because it's getting very close to the center. Let's keep an eye on the needle and see that moving. Just a little bit more, and hopefully it will get back on course here in a little bit. We are just bouncing a little bit. That's probably due to wind, but the needle is getting closer and closer, and I think it's okay to keep it like this. And as you see, we started to turn to intercept the course. Oh, Megazeni, you passed me. You are in front. Alright, let's just take a look at the chat now. Yes, 114.20, as you see here, Megazeni. That's the next frequency. We are not picking up the signal though. We are still tracking, or we are tracking 11735. as the active frequency. 114.2 is the passive frequency over tuned to M.2, and we are still not picking up the signal from that one yet. So we are still tracking 117.35. This time towards the VOR station, which is also indicated here, as you see, with that up arrow. There we go. Alright, let's take a look. So everybody is still with us. Megazen in front this time. He is leading the pack right there. And nice evening, I guess, in Norway. Let's check the distance to the station. 88 miles. So I'm thinking about asking the second question when we are 20 miles from the next station. How does that sound? Or when we are at the next station. Let's do that. When we are at the next VOR station, I will ask the question for the aircraft. And so far we have used what? First one was with the CRJ, I believe, and then we used was it 747? Second stream. I'm trying to remember what we used from Sarajevo to, oh, that was Spooky who picked the TBM from Sarajevo to, I think, to Lovi, right? And then we departed Lovi to M1, and that time we used the Citation CJ4, if I'm not mistaken, and this time we are using the DC-6. And yeah, TBM, CRJ, and 747. Haven't we also used the Citation CJ4? Yep, we did. So TBM, CRJ, CJ4, and 747, I believe, because I remember the CJ4 too. Let's see. I think I can just take a look to YouTube to see, right? Content, live. First one was the Iris of CRJ. I think the first stream I used that one, and then the second stream it was the DC-6 again. Oh no, I'm sorry, not that one. That was the Sunday stream, not the DC-6 we used. The second stream we used the 747. Okay. Third stream was with the TBM. Oh, we never used the CJ4, looks like. And the fourth stream, oh, CJ4 was the fourth stream. Okay. I was going through the live stream descriptions. You're going to make me use a 152 eventually? I am fine with that, Moto 45. Eventually, maybe in Canada, when we come across North America from Europe. The iRobot, the ones with the steam gauges, yes I do, I believe, yes. A barrel roll, yeah, we can try that. That might be interesting to try, at least. Looks like we have a little bit of turbulence here. Yeah, it's capable, I agree. $70 miles to the next station, and then from there we have a very short distance left to to our final destination. Yep. Let me see where you guys are. So Hickory, Megazenin, and Vera back there. Steep Emperor right there with the SAS A320. And I'm pretty sure we are going to land when it's dark. That's how it looks like. The sun is almost down into it's gonna set. There is not much more time left. What's the time right now? I'm using live time, so it's 8 p.m. Yep, we will be landing night time, that's for sure. Which is okay. It's going to be fun. This is our first nighttime landing during a live stream, I guess. Still on the track, and we started to pick up the signal from the other VOR station, but I am not gonna tune yet because we don't have to at this point until we reach the next VOR station. It's going to be okay. And this might be a different VOR that is close by that we are picking the signal, so I don't want to take any chances. Yep, we have a lot of aircraft to think about. We have A320, 208B, King Air 350, G36, Cessna 182. I don't have that one, that's I think Payware. Oh, nice livery there, Megazenin Captain. I'm gonna see that livery. Is that the default TV, the King Air livery? Guys, look at Megazenin Captain and his nice livery. I'm having a hard time following him. There you are. I need to get to the up higher. I need to get high a little bit more. Yeah, Beechcraft King Air is not the best one to fly. I would say it's a disappointment for me, unfortunately, because of the systems and how she flies. With TBM2, like, it's been a year since the sim came out and they still haven't fixed the torque logic of the turboprops. Yeah, I mean, probably it's not just you, Moto 45, it's the aircraft, because the torque logic is not right in the turboprops. As you climb into the thin air, the torque needs to go down, but it's doing the opposite in Microsoft Flight Simulator, which then displays on the ND that you are over-torquing the engines, which is not the case when you are high. The torque should drop or decrease as you climb into more thin air, because there is less resistance to the engines. Therefore, they haven't fixed that logic yet. Some modders try to fix it with TBM, and that TBM mod I think is updated to become compatible with Sim Update 5. I haven't tried it, but I saw an update on their flightsim.to. So, did you check it, Moto 45? Yep, it's stable. No problems. We are bouncing a lot. Turbulent air around us, I guess. 48 miles to the to the next VOR. And let me see. After that one, our next course is I'm gonna adjust a little bit towards that signal, which then we should start seeing it a little bit better. Our next course is 038 for 53 miles to the next VOR station, which will put us direct heading into the runway after we pass that VOR. So we will do a straight in landing, no arrivals, because well, this aircraft can do GPS, but I don't like to use it in an aircraft like this, like a modern avionics system. I like the old school better. Okay, yeah, so it's working now, Moto 45, with the SIM update 5, because it wasn't when we were doing this stream with TBM, right around when the SIM update 5 came out, and we have another update on the 7th of September. So we'll see what happens when we download that update. They said they will be fixing a lot of things in the next world update, so we will see about that. Okay, this looks like better. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try myself too, if it's updated, because I see an update on flightsim.to, so I will probably download and give it a try to see if it's back to a little bit more pleasing to fly. And I had this problem with Diamond DA62 the other day when I was trying to record the video with the G1000 NXI from Working Title. Interestingly, that aircraft was affecting the frames per second somehow, and it was too sensitive. I was losing frames and it was stuttering and lagging a lot. Part of that was the aircraft. The other part was the refresh rate of my monitor. When I set it to 144 Hz, the sim stutters a lot. So right now I set it to 120 and it seems like I'm not having any stutters when I'm recording videos, and the stream looks smooth as well. It is a fun little aircraft. Not too bad, but I think there are some problems after some update, specifically for that aircraft. Not sure what the details are, but yeah. So I switched to the Baron G58, which is also a nice aircraft to fly if you haven't flown Baron 58. I suggest you try that. Getting very close to the question, guys. 30 miles. Sharpen your brains. Oh, there you are. Hickory Nuts joined us and gets information for the first time. Let's go and visit him. And if you are in the stream, let me know if this is your livery and if it's displayed correctly on my end. Because I see you are flying a Delta Airlines livery with the DC-6. Is that correct, Hickory? If you are in the stream? I'm curious to learn, because I tried to do some stuff with model matching, which wasn't quite there. Oh, you have the G36. Does that improvement build works for the G36 still? Because it hasn't been updated for ages as far as I know for the 45. Because I like that mod. It gives you an engine page, it's a nice mod, and G36 is a fun little aircraft to fly. Alright, night is falling on us, sun is setting, guys. There is the hickory nuts flying in formation next to us, and we can take a look through our window right there, and then all of a sudden, gone. Yep, that's what I thought. Mod 45. I like that mod a lot, but it's not working anymore, unfortunately. And it seems like the developer is not planning on an update or anything. There's another person over there, ex-trooper, Vera. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give it the TBM mod a try. Yeah, it's a shame that G36 mod is not updated. I like TBM. I like to land with TBM. It's a good aircraft. It is quite fun to fly and land with. So I will get back to TBM one more time with the updated G3000 from working title. I think it will look awesome. Okay. Let's see how much distance we got left for the question. And we will do the same thing. At 10 miles we'll switch to heading mode and then track away from that we are on course 038. Or we can directly switch to the second one. Looks like that is the correct frequency. Yeah, we can switch to the second VOR station. We will switch the frequencies at 10 miles or 5 miles. Set the course, and that will be it for the next VOR station. And from there, that is our last one. We'll tune for the ILS and wait for the landing. Where is everybody at? Beautiful sunset over in Norway. Steep Emperor is right there. Mega Zenon, is it lagging again? Because I just lost you, looks like. Hickory Nuts is there, okay. Nice, stable flying. And 15 miles, so I'm gonna stay in the cockpit. Make my adjustments to the course and everything shortly. And then tune the frequencies. So the next frequency after we pass this and 114.20 is the ILS frequency, which is 108.9. I think. Wasn't that? Let's see here. Oh, 110.9. Okay, 110.9. We will tune for that when we switch to the next VOR station in about 7 miles. It's coming up right now. Yep, manual flying is fun too, Mega Zenon Captain. I like to hand fly this aircraft all the way up to 10,000 before even engaging the autopilot. But during stream, I like to use the autopilot so that I can focus on chat and many other things. And you should try the ADF too in an aircraft that supports ADF. It's also fun. With this and that ADF status indicator, horizontal status indicator, and the ADF radio. It's a lot of fun as well. 9 miles, getting ready for the question, guys. First I will tune the frequencies, change the heading mode and switch the frequencies. Let's do that now. Let's switch to the active frequency, and over on this side we will tune for the ILS 110.9. and make it active so that we start to pick the signal we will see when we start to pick the signal. Alright, so frequencies are tuned. The next thing we need to do is set the course, and the course for the next VOR is 038. So let's go down and set it for, that's 03, 035, 678. That looks about right to me, and we will adjust this if it doesn't match. 5.8 miles to Echo Victor Delta VOR, and we will make the change at around 2.4 or 2 miles for the next VOR station. We are still following the heading right now, not tracking the radio stations, or VOR stations rather, not doing radio navigation. Okay, and then I will ask the question when we pass through that VOR station. And I'm going to tune right now to the localizer, or switch to the localizer mode. The aircraft should start making its turn towards our next VOR station, and it should align with the course we set, and that will be our last one before the ILS, and we need to set the ILS course when we get closer, and that ILS course is 003. Alright, so that is our plan. We are now waiting to pick the ILS signal. Until that, we will use this last VOR station tuned to 114.20 until the probably end of the flight, until the localizer signal. Okay, question time. Everybody ready? Alright, the question is coming for the next aircraft. Pigeons. Okay, it is coming, guys. 3, 2, 1, there you have it. Tromsø is among the best places on Earth to observe the Northern Lights with a season. With a long season. Sorry for the typo. How long the season lasts? Like how many months? Or you can also say from this month to this month as well. No, Modo 45, not 2, more than 2. Not 8 months magazine, Captain. Still waiting. Modo 45, that's your chance to pick the aircraft. Yeah, I'm not asking about the winter. This is coming from a Google search I did. It says, I think this is the season for the Northern Lights. So, 6, no. 7. Yes, it is 7 months. That's what it says. I will paste the entire thing here for you guys to see. Yep, 7 is the correct answer. It starts in September and it goes through March, throughout March. That's what it says. So I assume it is 7 months when you count March. If it's April, then it's 8. Yeah, but I heard that winters are not too bad. Like the average temperature in January is like -4 Celsius. That's not too bad. We are seeing -18, 20 here in Indiana. So Mega Zen and Captain is the dual winner today. And Modo 45, I'm gonna play this for you. I can't resist. Oh yeah. Oh no, I was expecting you to win this time. But looks like it's again Mega Zen and Captain. I don't know, guys, if we should set a rule like if a person answers one question correctly, they are not eligible for the next question because they already won once. Do you think it's something that will make this a little bit interesting and more fair in that sense? Oh no, Mega Zen and Captain, I don't get to decide. I am just the pilot. You guys are the boss. So you let me know which aircraft you desire and I will fly that one. Let me check the distance though, so to give you some numbers for you to make an informed decision. I'm gonna start a sim brief plan and see what it tells us in terms of the airtime and roughly the distance. Yep, you did not choose the destination, you're right. Modo 45 chose the destination, so you can decide what aircraft. I'm taking a look at the sim brief. The airspeed is 265 knots, Koshik. So new flight, Echo November Tango Charlie to Glasgow was, I believe, Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot. Alright, so oh, that's a long flight. That is a long flight. So what I did was I just selected the A320 to see how long it will take, and it's displaying 2 hours 40 minutes airtime. And touch and go in EGLL will make it a little bit longer. So that is how it looks like. I don't know if there is a way to read the total distance in SimBrief. Oh yeah, it's 1050 nautical miles. So it's over 1000 miles. So we are parallel with who? Oh, Hikori Nuts is there, Mega Zenin is there, Bera is there, Steep Emperor, and then we have X-Trooper with us. Looks like that's... he's been around, so I'm assuming he's in the stream, or he's at least following us. We can try to do that too, Mega Zenit. 2 legs to Glasgow. it might be feasible and maybe a little bit easier to do. I'm trying to gauge it over here. So that is Glasgow right there, at the middle, almost middle of the United Kingdom. Okay, this is what I'm thinking, guys. So we are towards north. We are northeast of. We are going to be at northeast of Glasgow when we reach our destination. Okay, and Iceland. Okay, let me see. Iceland. That's a nice thinking. We can go to Iceland, and then from there we can circle back to Glasgow about the Arctic Sea. Let me put the information in some brief and see what it tells us. So the code for Iceland Reykjavik is, I believe, Bravo India Romeo Kilo. And when we do this, the distance is, oh, hold on, I need to edit this one more time. Yeah, we are traveling from Tromsø to Reykjavik. Oh, that's not making any difference. Megazen. I was seeing the operational flight plan, and it looks like the distance is still around 1000 to Iceland. So let me try something else. I wanna look at that sunset here in a little bit. Yep, that's also 1000 miles. Hi Christopher, good evening, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Yep, I'm gonna look at that sunset here in a second. Look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Oh, riding with your VR headset on, I'm pretty sure it's challenging, Megazeni. Oh, so that's tanned. Let's see. Still checking what we can do. Let me just crunch some numbers. Okay, I think this might work. Let's see here. If we go to Stockholm, to Arlanda, Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha, that is 1 hour 40 minutes. Oh, no problems, Christopher. It's great that you get to join to the end of the flight. So, guys, Megazenin, Moto 45, if we travel back to Essa, which is Arlanda in Stockholm, that's an hour 40-minute flight, and from there, I think Glasgow is easy to reach. Do I sound like the Terminator? Hasta la vista, baby. I don't know, no one told me that though. Okay, let me focus on flying just a little bit because I don't want to miss the top of descent, and looks like there's something wrong going on here. Because we are drifting off course now. The signal, we lost the signal. Oh no. Ah, we reached to the destination and didn't adjust the course. Sorry guys, I need to get back on this very quickly. Final approach course of, what was it, 003? We'll set 003 because we are traveling away from our destination. That is very bad piloting on my end. I just sidetracked with a lot of things. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then let's get back on localizer. So the aircraft now should start swinging back and we should start our descent. So that is off, and we will increase the descent rate to something like 1,000 feet per minute. And we'll call the artificial flight engineer for the descent.
Setting 26 inches.
Because looks like we are going to swing around a little bit. We made it to the next VR station when I was talking, and I talked too much.
6 inches set.
Yep, I'm gonna start descent too, and I need to start descending a little bit faster than I like to make it down to 5,000.
Seatbelt signs on. On. Engine low is low. Low.
Did we started picking up the ILS signal?
Descent checks are complete.
Looks like it is still not there yet. 110.9er. Let's see if we are reading anything. Nope, we're not. Alright, let me see and get some situational awareness, because we might have to circle a little bit to descend. Okay, because I was too busy with searching a airport and I just missed the waypoint and didn't start our descent on time, so we might have to circle around just a little bit to descend. And let me do this, guys. I'm gonna switch and I'm gonna turn around, try to get back to that localizer by following the signal from nav 2, which is 114, nav 1, 114, that signal. We will go back to that VOR station first, okay, and then we will start trekking away from that again. Oops, what happened? I hit the wrong button, and that rendered the gyro pilot useless, so let's do that again. Let's drop that lever, let's turn it on, and then let's turn. Okay, it's okay, we'll fix this, no worries. We'll travel towards that VOR one more time. Let's level off for a little bit. And let me see. That needle is coming closer, which is nice. And we should keep turning just slightly to the left to track that station again. Sorry about this. And it is going to probably confuse you guys as well, because I'm just turning around to get back to the same localizer that we passed. Or not localizer, I keep saying localizer, same VOR station we passed, but for the sake of descent I need to do this. And I'm gonna start descending again, as losing the autopilot lost the descent too. That is great. We are traveling to that VOR station again. I will pass over it just a little bit. And then we will turn around and get back on course. Okay? Sorry about this, guys, but I had to take this in action to make sure we are at the correct altitude before it's too late, otherwise we won't be able to land. So descending down to 5,000. All is looking great so far. We will have 38 miles to plan for landing and tune the ILS and everything, which we are not receiving yet. So coming closer to the VOR, as far as I can tell, it's 10 miles, 11 miles, so that's good. We'll pass over that VOR and then fly a little bit, and then I will go back to the localizer mode, which should make the aircraft swing around and come back. So we are below 10,000 and we need to extend the landing rights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They should be extended now, and we'll turn on the landing lights. Let's check if the landing lights are on, which they should be. I see them shining. Yep, they are on. We have the landing lights on. Let's get back into the cockpit. Now we should plan for the descent and landing. And we are almost there in terms of getting to that VOR station, and we are at 5,000, so which tells me we can maybe possibly turn around. Hi Sharik, welcome my friend, how are you? Okay, we are switching back to localizer mode, guys. It's getting dark when we descended below the clouds, and I need to be able to see the airport for landing. We will circle around when we are at 5 miles. I'm glad you catch the last part of the stream when we are about to land into Tromsø in Norway. 5 miles, localizer mode. We should see the aircraft swing around and turn back on course. Alright, oh, it's quite dark now. See that? I told you guys that we will be landing nighttime. Our minimums for the runway 236 ILS approach is 400 feet. Alright, so we'll get back on track shortly, here in a little bit. And we will do the in range, which will help us slow down a little bit. So we dropped below 5,000, so let's get back.
No smoking signs. On.
Oh my gosh, this happens all the time when I'm trying to do something. me a sec, guys. It's hard to see in this darkness. Okay. I need to get back on the autopilot as soon as possible and switch away from the localizer mode, and I cannot see a thing. Alright, now what's going on here? I'm having a hard time engaging the autopilot. Ah, this is bad. Oh, there we go. And we will immediately go to the localizer mode, and I should start climbing again. I don't want to drop below the minimum sector altitude. Rapid climb right now. Alright, we need to get back to 5,000, unfortunately. That happened. But it's all good, we'll get there. Alright, Magazine Captain. I shouldn't have worried about the destination and searching for that. It ruined the entire landing part of the flight, and I apologize for this, guys. But I'll get back to 5,000 and start tracking the signal and stay at 5,000 hopefully this time. We have 1,000 feet to go, and we will probably need to increase the throttles. A little more to help the aircraft climb. Okay, that is good. 38 inches for climb, and we are getting back to 5,000. Let's shallow the climb. And we will stay at 5,000 now. Still no signal from the localizer. Now getting to the 5,000. Yep, sorry guys, but it's good. We are here to fix something that's wrong, or gone wrong rather. Right, almost at 5,000 now. Shallow the descent, ease the aircraft, and hopefully we will stay on course this time and start to pick the signal. There we go. Okay, on 0.9. Still no sign of the localizer frequency or picking the localizer. But looks like we are on course now, or on track. Let's see. I'm waiting. Oh, the localizer signal is here. So let's do this. Let's get away from the localizer mode. Let's switch the frequency quickly. 110.9er. Switch, and then we'll get back to the localizer and glide slope mode. All good now, guys. We are on the core localizer. We are getting on course. Aircraft is making its move, and the glide slope is already armed, so we should expect the glide slope needle to come down as we get close. We still have time for that, so all is good. Yep, I know high terrains, I can't see a thing, unfortunately. Oh, it's cloudy, less visibility here. So we'll keep the wheel like this to take a look ahead and see what's in front of us. But we are on the localizer signal, we are on glide slope armed, and we are just waiting to capture the glide slope and start landing. So let's do this in range and before landing checks.
Setting flaps 20.
Come down on the throttles to about 100 BMEP. Should slow us down. I started to hear the localizer signal, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go down to 90 BMEP.
Flaps set. Mixtures rich weight. Auto rich. Mixtures set. Gear up and down, please. Gear up
So
and
gear
down.
down. And we are 14 miles away. So it's a little bit early to drop the gear, but it's okay. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Gear down and locked. 3 rings. Rocks. 2400 RPM. 2400 RPM set. Cow flaps. Plus 3 degrees. Cow flaps set.
We will maintain 140 knots for now.
ADI is off. Railing lights. Speed good. Extending lights. Lights extended and on. Norby. Calming.
Oh,
Same call.
let's keep the speed up.
Checks complete.
And I'm managing the throttle myself. Mega Zen and Captain, you did it again, my friend. You are a very generous person. Thank you very much for the 30 Norwegian crowns. Appreciate the donation. Okay, let me watch the speed. Everything looks good now. We captured the glide slope, as you guys can see. Now we can go down to 100 BMEP. And now we are descending nicely into our destination airport while maintaining the speed. At this point I can go flaps 30 to slow us down. Okay, you're waiting for me at the gate. Very good. I am coming and trying to maintain the speed. Still not seeing the airport though. We'll see. We should be fine. Started to see some lights now, which is a good sign always. Let's go flaps 40. That should help with the speed. Trying to stay around 70-80 BMEP. And there I see the airport now, guys. Very nice. Very nice. I see the ground now. I'm gonna check the PAPI lights real quick. They are looking okay. We are on the glide slope. And what I will do is I will wait just a little bit more. Then disengage the autopilot. So passing 3000, still on the glide slope, coming down nicely, and the speed looks okay. We are staying around 120, which is fine. And when I go full flaps, it will still start dropping. But let's do this. Let's do this. Coming in. Nice and easy. our minimums was 440, so at about 1400 I will take control and disconnect the autopilot. So let's be ready for it. Let's go and see 4 miles. Let's go full flaps and adjust the speed and everything. Hey. Yep, perfect timing, Falcon lover. Perfect timing. Okay, disconnecting the autopilot now. Yep, that's okay. It's my plane now. I am in control. Still trying to maintain the glide slope, and it is looking okay. I think that's going to be fine. We are drifting to the left a little bit, so I'm gonna do minor corrections to take us back on course, like so. Looks okay. I might go silent a little bit, guys. Just focusing on landing here. Nicely following the puppies and trying to maintain the heading and stay on the center line of the runway for our landing. Very nice. Nine okay, 9 knots crosswind. That's good to know. Megazan and Captain. We are a little bit low now. Let's pitch the nose a little bit. It's okay. We are coming in nicely. Like the nose. There we go. A bit high this time. Let's correct ourselves just a tiny bit more. And we are aim for landing, guys. Okay, touchdown. Reversers engaged. Full reverse. Applying brakes. And there we have it. Nice, nice. It was good. It was good. Very satisfying landing on my end after all the problems I faced. Okay, let's turn to our artificial flight engineer and do the after landing checks. Let's increase the throttle just a tiny bit and get taxiing. No, I can wait. I'm gonna wait, Koshik. I will get to a gate and I will wait. I need to look around to see where I am parking, so probably over here. Let's make this turn and let's try to go to the terminal building. So the hickory nuts is still up in the air from my screen. That is a little bit interesting. I'm trying to gauge and see the taxiway because the lighting is not great over here. So I will follow this line until I see some light. And let's see here. Okay. I think I'm in the wrong place, guys. So I will turn around and come closer to you and find the parking spot. It's very dark and hard for me to see right now. Nah, they need to do something about the lighting of this airport. Oh, I had some minor stutter here. It's always scary to have stutters. Yet here. And I will take a look around. I think that's a good parking spot for us. Right there. We will aim for that gate right there. And I need to be able to see the lines on the ground. There we go. Slow down. Line ourselves up. And let's not hit the gate. Alright, I call this a success. Parking brakes are set. And I'm gonna jump outside real quick. So where is Koshik? Oh, there he is. He is landing. Let's go quickly and see how he's going to perform. Thank you very much, Chris. Yes, we will be streaming more of this World Tour series, and I encourage everybody to participate. That's Koshik landing for you guys. Nice landing there. Oh my god, that's a nice landing. You bothered it. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so let's jump into the cockpit. I'm gonna find a good view of the aircraft. The lighting sucks, by the way, at this airport. There should be some spotlights around here to light the terminal building and the apron, which are not here. Maybe MSFS modeling problem for this airport. That is our DC-6, and I'll jump into the cockpit and turn to my artificial flight engineer and tell him to do the parking. He's gonna cut the engines. And we will open the doors to let our passengers out. I'm not sure why he hasn't still switched off the landing lights, guys. So that is a question to the artificial flight engineer. Because the landing lights are still out. Is he going to retract them? I'm curious. Let's do it ourselves. We are in complete darkness now, and turn them off. Okay, we are not going to end here. Pitch black, no one can see probably anything on the screen anymore. So it's time to say goodbye, I guess. Oh, thanks to all of you. This was a fun stream, guys. This was a fun stream. I'll get closer so that we see the aircraft a little bit better. Or maybe just do this. The runway is short, yes, but I was able to stop with the DC-6. No problems at all. Thanks for joining me in this stream, guys. Appreciate everybody. And appreciate all the donations from Modo45 and Megazen and Captain. You guys are awesome. You guys are so generous. You are awesome. I don't know what else to say. Thank you very much. And I will be seeing you in the next stream, guys. Let's plan it on the Discord server for that 2-leg flight. This is what I was thinking. Let me tell you, Megazenon, before I leave. If we travel to Arlanda in Stockholm, that's 1 hour 40-minute flight with an Airbus A320. And then from there we can jump to the Scotland. If you guys want to do that, you decide with Modo45. I wish you the best luck as well, Falcon Lover XXX. Thanks for joining the stream, Christopher, Koshik, Vera, Megazenin Captain, Modo45, Danny, even if you weren't able to watch the entire stream. Koshik is parking next to us. We can use his lights a little bit to see around. But thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. Very nice stream, and it wouldn't be like this if you were not with me on this stream. I have to go and start mowing my grass. I wish you luck and have a great week next week, guys. See you later in the next stream.